Hello! Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. For this installment, I'm going to use the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Is it illustrated or something by? I know there's a website. My brain's going a little slow. usgames.inc. No, usgamesinc.com. There we go. You can see it there. It's on this screen. Feel free to freeze frame. usgamesinc.com. That's what's on this box. That's the tarot, the oracle cards, energy oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. One of my more enjoyable decks, in my opinion. Use it a lot. Where is your... Oh, Sandra, I didn't get your book out, Sandra. I'm so sorry. HayHouse.com. I believe it's on the bottom. There's also HayHouseRadio.com. But HayHouse.com. If you search Sandra Ann Taylor, you'll find it. Are these the websites? Yeah. So here's more information. If you're interested, feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. I also use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element to match up with that. They are from here. The ones I currently use are from here. The Dice Shop, I think it says Math Art Fun. Can't read it. Math Art Fun, is that what it says? mathartfun.com, if you want to check that out. Hopefully you can read that if you want to read that. Alright, with that being said, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And let's go on to your reading. Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Gemini? Gemini. Salty and saucy? Salty and saucy. Okay. Okay. I shouldn't laugh. The reason I'm laughing is because you're Gemini, and it can be great and horrible at the same time. So y'all can do that. It can be a great thing and a horrible thing all at the same time. Yin yang, right at the bottom. Right at the bottom. There is conflict with this. It says hostile. I'm getting conflict. You got conflict going on here. This is making the worst of a bad situation is what I'm already thinking. Let's see what we get, because it's kind of like there's a lot here I don't like, but so much I can make work for my advantage at the same time. This is definitely one of those things where it's already there. You watching this is not making it happen, so it's either happening or it's not. And I feel like this is one of those things you're living for it. It may not be the best thing, but like you can make this situation turn around, and I think you're gonna. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of active people, a lot of people, busy people. Things are moving very fast. This is gonna go to your advantage. Work with it, roll with it. Bide your time. All the energy, like things are flying back and forth. There's a lot going on here. I feel like I have to like stabilize myself so that I don't run too fast through it. I'm kind of wondering if you're going to have to like slow down the way slow down the speed of the video so I don't talk too fast. Woo! Strategize, wait for your moment. Strategize, wait for your moment. I don't know what the situation is. Let's keep that in mind. Because I feel like I'm making the best of a war zone. There's a lot of craziness going on here. It doesn't mean that you're loving every aspect of this. You don't have to love every aspect of it. But you're going to be able to make the best of this situation, and it's going to turn out a lot better than expected, at least for you. At least for you. Strategize. We got that going on. I keep looking at this. I just want to show this so that, like, this is the conflict, but this is you waiting for your moment. This is you keeping control of it and keeping an eye on it. Even though we have like a very earth energy here, it sometimes talks about Queen of Pentacles, the woman holding a coin. This is like waiting for my moment to invest. It's kind of keeping my eye on it. It's very active though. It's not going to be boring. A lot of times, if you know what this card is, you might be looking like, oh, that's going to be a boring time. This is not going to be boring. This is just kind of like keeping up with the Joneses until it's time to move. Keeping an eye on it. It's like strategizing. It's kind of like a chessboard moment. Got to move pieces around. I'm going to lose some, but I'm going to win the war. You know what I mean? I'm going to lose some pieces, but I'm going to win the war. Very active mentally here. Very, very active mentally. Your moment is going to come when other people get stuck. I don't know why we're going back to this, but okay. Queen of Pentacles. This is like, you're waiting for your moment. So there's some, what am I missing? I'm missing something. Totally missing something. Okay, so you got the Sun card and you got the Seven of Wands. There's this fear that you're going to miss out on something. I get that. I feel like I'm afraid I'm going to wait too long. Trust yourself, because I'm going to give you, if this reading hits, I'm going to try to give you a heads up on like how to know when to move forward. It's not going to be that hard for you. It really isn't. I feel like some of you are really like, yeah, but I've done this before and I didn't move at the right time. I thought I had to wait a little longer, or I thought, it was the right time and I moved too soon or too late. I feel like that's something that's bothering me. Like, yeah, I thought I knew the right time and either waited too long or I moved too soon. And I'm like, how am I going to know it's the actual right time? It makes me nervous. Other people are going to get stuck. They're going to get stuck either because they actually can't move forward or they're going to be unwilling to. Just keep your eye open for that. It's going to get stuck. There's going to be this jam. It's going to give you, like, I feel like for most of you, like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a little longer. And you're going to be able to either recognize it by one of two things very easily. They either literally can't do anything with it, they just can't. They just flat out can't. Or they're being stubborn. Let it work to your advantage. Let it work to your advantage. If they're being stubborn and they're just not willing to, this is your moment. This is your moment. This is where it's going to be easiest for you to move forward and build something from it. Because I keep getting like, even when you do move forward, this energy is just, I feel like we're doubling down on it. It's just not moving. Things are just getting stuck even when you do move forward. Let it work to your advantage. Let it work to your advantage. People aren't going to like it when you move forward. People aren't going to like it when you make out on this situation. I also feel like for a lot of you, they're not even going to realize you moved forward until you already have. It's kind of like, wait, doesn't Gemini live next door? Well, not now. Now they live across town. They sold their house, bought that other one. They've already moved. You're going to already be gone before they even figure it out. They're not going to like it. So what? Let them not like it. So what? Let them not like it. Try not to get tied up in that. Other people have their opinions. If somebody gets bent out of shape because you made out on something in a positive way, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. Let's remember that too, right? I don't feel like we should be invested in people who are just upset because you made out and they didn't think it was fair. Sometimes we got to kind of look at it in that light too. Sometimes people, they want to put you lower than them, which is not fair. It's not right. That's gross. That's gross. When people just want, like, no, Gemini, I always do better than you. So if you're doing better, then you cheated. If you're doing better, then this is wrong. Clearly you did something you shouldn't have because I'm always better than you. So if you're doing better than me or they're giving that perception, see them for who they are and don't give value to that. Do yourself that favor. Because some of you, I think it's going to be a hard moment, kind of like, oh, wow, that's how they're seeing me. It's nothing you have to fight or talk to. It's just like, see it for what it is and value them the way they value you. Not in the sense of like devaluing somebody, but in the sense of like they clearly don't see the fair value in you. So just let them be and let them deal with their own life. Just Godspeed, move on. No harm, no foul. I'm just going to release you from my life because I don't allow that type of thing. By making this change, also, you're going to bring other people who I feel like are less fortunate into the more fortunate. So it almost like, I'm going to use like a job, for example. Maybe through this situation, maybe it's in the same company. Maybe you're in a corporate situation, just for argument's sake. People are unhappy and unwilling to move and blah, 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 blah. You see an opening in this other department. Maybe it's a little bit more money, maybe it's the same money, whatever. It's better for you. You go over there. When you're there, you make things better for a lot of different people because you have talents that maybe they need. You have talents that they haven't seen in a long time that they very much need. You'll be very appreciated. You're going to help other people have a better life, have a better time because who you are fits into their puzzle. Okay? Keep that in mind. You're adding into something where you're going to be more appreciated. Keep that. So if we're going to use the moving thing, maybe you move into a different part of town. Maybe you're moving into a part of town where people actually are more decent to each other than what you're used to. Let's keep that in mind. Don't let the past hold you down. Don't let other people's opinions about you having better. Because I keep getting like, people are trying to make you feel bad about having something better. Why should you feel bad about that? You deserve to have better too. Everybody does. Just because you got more this time around, life balances out. You know, I don't care who it is. Nobody's on top forever. Some people like to believe they are, but they're not. This is your time to be on top. Enjoy it. Don't let somebody else's, oh, it's not fair that you got it and I didn't, attitude. Leave them in the past. I keep getting that. Is there something I'm missing with that? Because I feel like we need to like disconnect from that. I'm a big fan of Paul McKenna. He's a British author. Once in a great while I mention this person. How to Mend Your Broken Heart is I think the title of it. I can mend your broken heart. How to mend your broken heart. Something like that. You don't even have to read the book. If you just do the exercises, it'll help you disconnect from that energy. It's the easiest thing I've found. Just worth a shot if you're looking for something to try. If you want to, of course. Something to try. You got better things coming forward. You don't have time for feeling bad because somebody else feels like they didn't get enough. You don't have time for that. You have much more important things. Those energies also, there's nothing you can do to make their life better. They're responsible for their own problems. So let's just get rid of them. There's nothing you could do for them anyway. Even if you didn't get something good, it doesn't make it better for them anyway. Whether you passed it up or not, it doesn't improve their situation. Let's remember that too. Go on to what's good for you. Let yourself have this moment. Enjoy it. Enjoy it to the fullest. While it's there for you, enjoy it. Let the people who appreciate you. Go towards the people who are nice to you and make more with the people who are nice to you and who honor you for who you are and the good things that you have in life. There's going to be some random moments moving ahead. I keep getting more conflict. Roll with it. The Wheel of Fortune, Gemini can make that wheel turn to your favor. You can, I just feel like you can control the spin. Can you make it land where you want? I don't know, can you? Play with the wheel and find out. I don't know why I feel very facetious with that, because I'm getting also you have success here. Typically people say you don't have control of the Wheel of Fortune. People say that you can't control the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. Maybe you see where it's landing and you can plan ahead and you can make that work to your advantage. You maybe can't, if you're playing the roulette wheel, maybe you know where it's going to land and you know where to bet. Maybe it's one of those things. I know that's a little, go with it. You know what I mean? Use it to your advantage. There is some randomness here still going forward, but if you already know, all right, this is how you spun it. It's kind of like if it's a computer generated thing, it may look random, but it's going to land where it's going to land. You know what I'm saying? You may know. You may have some insights here. Let this situation go to your benefit. Step away from those who don't want you to have something good because they're jealous of it. Because they're like, I should have everything good. You should never have anything good. I should always have good. You should never have it. I always should have it. I'm just saying. Some people are like that. Let's just see them for who they are. And then when things keep going random in the future and you know how to handle it, I think this is what I'm missing because I keep rambling on this. I'm like, what do I need to say to let this go? Just because you see where it's going, help the people who deserve your help. Help the people who are nice to you. Help the people who see your gifts. Don't bring people forward with you who don't treat you well. If they don't treat you well, don't look out for them because they're not looking out for you. Also that. Let success work to your favor. And if somebody wants to be rotten to you, let them fend for themselves. Don't look out for somebody who doesn't look out for you. Because you got the Sun card in both decks coming up. You have great things coming. Things aren't always like this. You know that. It's a time. It's your time in the sun. I'm in the northern hemisphere. So summer's here for me. Well, about any time now. It's gonna start. It's gonna start soon. Enjoy it while it's there. You know as well as I do, it won't be summer forever. The seasons come, the seasons go. The seasons come back again. While you're there, enjoy it to the fullest. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.